Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone, in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome, good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. The way that scrolls up reminds me of Dragon Spirit: The New Legend for the NES, a game made by Bandai in 1987. It's March 2nd, 2025, Sunday, 5:39 p.m. America time. It's March 2nd, 2025. We have not played this in almost 3 years. Phew. Why do I need a label telling me this is my face? One, I know what my face looks like. Two, I mean, if you're implying different body parts can be read, is there just going to be a part later where it just says cock and it's just my dick? Or later it's going to say bussy and it'll be my fucking butthole. What's the name of that dance from Konosuba? You know that thing? Like the... You guys know the Konosuba dance? Like Konosuba dance, like or the P-Hot, Hon, you know, the 02 dance. Or maybe something from Gangnam Style, you know. Opa, Gangnam Style. Or, what are the songs that guy do? Sigh. Let's see. Mother, Father, Gentleman, Daddy, New Face, I Love It. I think those are the main 5 songs he's known for. Good songs. Good songs. You know, this stuff will probably be in the Noja playlist. I'll put those dances from Konosuba and 02 in. Heck, there's a dance from Assassination Classroom. I was saying, like, why do we have to label body parts? Like, is it just going to be later on, it's just going to say game console, and we'll, like, see a PS5, or it's going to say sex, and it'll just be a little gif of, you know, fucking. Or to be like, bath, and we're like just taking a bath. Hairbrush. Head pats. Blowjob. Sleeping in, and we're just laying in bed like, oh, fuck it, I don't want to get out of bed, I'm tired. I mean, there are days like that. I am sleepy sometimes. Sometimes you just want to go to bed, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It's not. Sometimes you need a little extra rest, both physically and mentally. Later on, it'll just be like jacket. It'll just be clothes in the background, or it's just gonna be like it's just gonna say body, and it's just gonna be, you know, the person sleeping in bed. Like what? It's like what? It's like, are you gonna do the game? Like, no, I'm gonna stay in bed. After showering, I head for the living room, while drying my hair with the towel around my neck. Granny is watching TV, while sipping tea. Koujaku isn't there. Yay, voice acting! Where's Koujaku? He went upstairs to your room, imagine. Did he already bring some Pepsi up there? I'm thirsty. Though if he brought Pepsi, wasn't it going to be not cold? Like I said, I like Pepsi, but it needs to not be flat. It needs to not be, you know, warm. I want it to be just cold enough that it doesn't freeze. Oh, by the way, Granny. What? I've been getting these really awful headaches lately. I've been taking my meds like usual, but it's not working. Granny finally pulls her eyes off the TV to look at me. She's always told me to let her know if anything changes with my headaches. It's not working at all? I don't know about at all, but it's definitely worse than usual. Yeah. I at least haven't really had migraines lately. I think at the time I was playing this game in the past, I think I was having really bad migraines all the time. But then again, that was the job I was working at then. Granted, I'll still drink caffeinated stuff here and there, but that job was just working me a lot of hours and asking a lot of me, and it's just... I was drinking so much caffeine. I would say you guys don't know, but I mean, I talked about it in the my community section in the comments, but it's so hard to find any of that stuff. I've made so many community posts. A lot of it's just sharing videos like, hey guys, I found this video, I thought it was cool, I'm going to share it with you guys. But there needs to be like a page system between videos, playlists, to where you can like, oh, here's 50. You want to skip ahead to page 37? You know, it'd just be easier to, I don't know, as opposed to having to just scroll through everything. My computer can't even handle loading. I see. I'll try adjusting the formula a little. I don't know what I'd do without you. We said like 2 sounds. How is that all these words? And there's other times where it's like the person's talking for like 30 seconds and you see like 4 words. I'm like, how? What? I bow deeply. Granny snorts, returning to her attention to the TV. Alright, so Koujaku's in my room. I head upstairs. My whole body throbs each time I take a step. Ow. I may not have any visible injuries, but I feel a dull pain inside my core. My back hurts a lot at the moment. I think I pulled something a little bit. But I'll say in general, at least I'm not nearly as hurt as I used to be. I think my body's doing okay. I've been trying to hit the gym a little bit more lately. To at least get back in the swing of things. Is it because I took damage in Rhyme? For a fight that was all in my head, it sure hurts like a bitch. During that battle with the weird rabbit head guy, Ren said that the damage limits were disabled. Is that even possible? Despite the pain, I finished climbing the stairs and head into my room. Huh? Koujaku isn't there. Neither is Ren. But then I notice that the door to the balcony is open a crack. I look out to find Koujaku, leaning against the railing. Nice music. He's gazing at the city, a thin cigarette between his fingers, blowing white smoke through his pursed lips. I don't know why, but Koujaku only smokes in my room. Well, on the balcony of my room. He never does it in front of women, or at work, or when he's out drinking, just here. I guess he feels he can let his guard down here? In public, he never drops his confident smile. He always looks like he's having fun, but maybe it's not so easy to have women hanging off at you all the time. Koujaku brings the cigarette back to his mouth. Through his hands, though his hands are angular and masculine, something about the dim light makes his fingers look long and beautiful. Those fingers must be very nimble, given his line of work. Koujaku is holding Ren, with Benny on Ren's head. They both appear to be in sleep mode. I'd be worried about dropping them, but I trust Koujaku not to be careless. I grab the ashtray I keep in my room, and open the door to the balcony. Puppy dog. Tiny bird. Koujaku smiles softly upon seeing me. Yo, finished your bath? I thought you'd be in the living room. Baths are nice, but most of the time I just tend to take showers. I tend to take like 20 showers a week. And about like 2 baths a month. I just need a little pick-me-up. Koujaku gestures with a cigarette. You really like it out here, huh? Do I? Maybe you're right. It's not like there's anything to see. I guess. But isn't it better that way sometimes? Really? I don't get it. Koujaku chuckles. Here. I present the ashtray and Koujaku stubs out his cigarette. I set it down by my feet and join him at the railing. My laptop is getting hot playing this game. Or that my laptop just getting hot just existing. Koujaku frowns at me. How many times do I have to tell you? Your hair. You have to dry it better. Koujaku reaches out. He's going to touch my hair. I flinch at the thought. But it's not my hair he's going for. It's my nose. Ah! Listen to the guy who cuts hair for a living. Stop it. I shake him off, but he just smiles. It's gotten pretty long. Still cutting it yourself? Yeah, I'm not really looking for criticism from a pro. I just do whatever. I mean, it's not half bad. Everything's more or less where it should be. For real? OMG. Koujaku complimented me? I could just die. What's that supposed to be? I'm just imitating your fans. Man. Koujaku laughs. I have a good reason for not getting my hair cut. I don't know why, but I was born with feeling in my hair. That means cutting it is seriously painful. Once it gets past my shoulders, the sensation is dull enough that I can cut just the ends. People teased me relentlessly when I was little, saying I looked like a girl because of my long hair. Even a light touch sends chills up my spine. So when they thought it would be funny to pull my hair, needless to say, it was hell. When bullies tormented me, it was always Koujaku who came to my rescue. Actually, Koujaku thought I was a girl at first too. He was pretty surprised when he found out he was wrong, but his attitude toward me didn't really change. I have to admit, that made me happy. You know, you're lucky to have such beautiful hair. You better take care of it. I've always wondered how you can stay so like that. That's one thing that definitely hasn't changed since we were kids. I only say it because I mean it. Plus, I always knew I made you happy, even though you tried to hide it. Koujaku affects a far off, dreaming look, and I give him the most annoyed glare I can muster. I was a kid. I don't really remember. A dull pain shoots down my shoulders as I gently dry off the tips of my hair. Ow! This pain, is it still from rhyme? What's the matter? Nothing. It doesn't look like nothing. And you were out of it earlier too. Well, what's with you? You've been weird all night. No, I haven't. Should I tell Koujaku about rhyme? Koujaku can be pretty perceptive, and he already realized something's going on. If I try to lie now, he's not going to buy it. Well, something weird happened today. Like, I guess I got forced into a rhyme match or something? Forced into a rhyme match? It just happened out of nowhere, you know? One minute I'm away to make a delivery, and then the next I'm standing on a rhyme field. Are you sure this wasn't a dream? It wasn't a dream. So you're telling me... Wait, is that even possible? That's what I'd like to know. It happened near your territory, in one of those alleys. I've never heard of anything like that. That wasn't the only weird part. Usui wasn't there. Now that is weird. That thing's supposed to be in charge of Rhyme, right? It brings the screen and ring and stuff. Right? Also, I told Koujaku about the rabbit herd head guy, including the fact that he knew my name. As he listens, Koujaku's frown grows. He lets out a groan when I finish. It sounds like you got ganked. Ganked? I've only heard about it from the guys in my gang. But apparently, there are guys who can force you to fight. There's no Usui, no rules or limits. Here's some guys who've ended up in the hospital. So that's what happened to me. I got ganked or whatever? It's possible, still. I don't like it. Like what? You got away this time, but what if it happens again? That shit can mess you up, right? What I don't get is I didn't even play Rhyme. Did he confuse me with someone else? You could have been a random target, or maybe someone just hates your guts. Yeah, right, I'm not you. Ouch! But you said he knew your name, right? Well, yeah. Koujaku? Koujaku falls silent, a troubled expression on his face. A few moments later, he sighs. Sorry. I think I'm actually gonna head home. I forgot there's something I need to do. Huh? Oh, sure. Koujaku pushes off the handrail. You sure you're okay? Yeah. I'll take your word for it, but if something happens, you better tell me. I know. Good. Koujaku flashes me a knowing smile and places Ren in my hands. Then he collects Benny from Ren's head and tucks him into his kimono. Night. Night. Koujaku waves farewell and heads out. I go back inside and shut the door to the balcony behind me. After I set Ren on the bed, I lie down next to him. Rhyme. Was I really ganked? When we were on the Rhyme field, Ren appeared in online mode and responded to my commands. Set something. What was it? When it happened, my mouth just started moving on its own, almost like it was possessed. What the hell was that, and why did it feel familiar? It felt like some kind of I don't know, turning on the charm with the customers on the phone. Like when I know just the right words to say to win someone over. Anyway, I wonder how often gankings happen. Maybe I should look into that. Not that I really want to dig too deep. A message. All mate models. Spam, new models are coming out all the time. I skim the message, then close my coil. I've always been the type to develop sentimental attachments to things I use. But I guess most people in the world aren't like that. Whatever, Ren's all I need. That's right, I need to give Ren a checkup. I sit up in the bed and tap the furry blue lump in my lap. Aoba! Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to take a look at you now. Ren is an older model, so fixing any serious malfunctions would be a real pain in the ass. He's basically my guardian summon, but he's also a cute doggy. I have to make sure I keep a close eye on him. Everyone's like, what's a guardian's? It's Guardian Force. I'm making a reference to Final Fantasy VIII. Okay. So I think Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, and Final Fantasy V are the best ones. Perform regular maintenance. I pick up a long cable and connect to my desktop PC and plug it into the port beneath the fur on Ren's neck. Isn't that the place where, what is it? I don't think .hex Sign has the cable like that. Obviously Matrix does, but I think Sword Art Online and Overlord does it too. Open my coil and run a system diagnostic. Looks like your reaction speed might be a little slow. I pick up the toolbox sitting on the floor. Parting Ren's fur again, I use a screwdriver to open up a small square in the hatch on the back of his neck. With the most all mates, you can do all the maintenance you'd need to from your coil, But Ren is such an old model that I have to fiddle with his insides directly. Using the tweezers, I pull some new chips from the toolbox and swap them out with the ones in Ren's neck. That should do it. I shut the maintenance hatch, close the control panel, and unplug the cable, then pick Ren up. Puppy! How's that? Anything feel weird? Doggy. Something does feel a little strange. However, it is within acceptable parameters. Okay, well, I did just change some chips. Let me right away if anything goes wrong. Understood. I stroke Ren's back and nuzzle my forehead against his. I always do this after performing maintenance on Ren. I don't remember when I started it, but it's become a kind of ritual, like knocking on wood. I mean, doesn't everyone do that with small, adorable animals? Granted, I haven't had a pet in a long time, but... Thanks for everything. It's my pleasure, Aoba. I'm counting on you, buddy. It's my pleasure, Aoba. You always say that. Is that strange? No, not at all. It's just like you. I wonder if I should thank you for that remark. You should. It was a compliment. Thank you. It's my pleasure. I nuzzle Ren's forehead with mine again, then set him down on the bed. Ren never changes no matter what. We'll always be together. After that, I take my time, putting away my tools, chatting with Ren all the while. You know, that wouldn't be bad. You know, pets that have longer lifespans. Also, that could talk to you. Good morning. Good morning. The next day. Good work, you. Mr. Haga is doing inventory when I get in. Pepsi. Okay, I understand you didn't want to use the Pepsi logo but you basically put a Pokeball. It's like you tried to be close to a How do I do a normal save? Like, see, quick save, open save. Okay. I mean, normal. Is there a hard mode? Okay, later, guys.